So you think you're a badass, eh? Every time you get in your car, you're driving at the top speed, getting in front of everybody else. You think you're a race car driver. Well, today we're going to tell you why race car drivers can't teach you how to drive. Roadways are designed to move the maximum number of vehicles per hour, whereas a racetrack is designed for vehicles traveling at maximum speed and one single vehicle to get across the finish line first. Fundamental difference between roadways every day and racetracks. Reason number one, the goals are different between race car drivers and what you are doing. Race car drivers, top speed across the finish line first or place in the top 5 to gain points for the season. Your goal is simply to move between point A and point B as safely as possible and arrive at your destination. So, different goals for race car drivers as opposed to what you are doing. Reason number two is the time that the races take place, oftentimes in the evening or on weekends to maximize viewership. You, on the other hand, are driving 24/7, early in the morning, late at night, and in all kinds of weather conditions. Rain, fog, sleet, snow, and ice, and those types of things. Race car drivers do none of that. The time that they race is the same all the time. Which ties into reason number three, the field or the track is always the same. It's an oval and they're driving in a counterclockwise direction. You, on the other hand, are dealing with different kinds of roadways, roundabouts, conventional intersections, multi-lanes, freeways, highways, and it can change in a very short duration of time when you get up in the morning and you're going to work, for example, residential streets into roundabouts and multi-lane roads. It changes very quickly. The track never changes. As well, the track doesn't have intersections and other road users. So you are dealing with everything from pedestrians to e-scooters, semi-truck drivers and transit bus drivers, all kinds of unpredictable actions, whereas on a track, it is the same all the time. Reason number four, everybody on a racetrack, all the drivers have the same ability. They're approximately the same age, they have the same skill set, and they're studying to drive their vehicles faster. They're figuring out errors that they make so that they can get the car going faster and they can win the race. You, on the other hand, have minimal skills to drive your vehicle. I mean, maybe you're an aficionado and have taken a couple of courses, advanced driving and those types of things. But if you've just taken a driver's license test and you have a bit of experience, that's a pretty low benchmark compared to a race car driver. So the ability of the drivers on a racetrack is completely different. As well, they teach race car drivers to drive 4 inches off the bumper in front of them, not to maximize space for safety when you're driving. And finally, the last piece, why race car drivers can't teach you how to drive, the equipment. Taking Nascar, for example, all the cars are the same. They have the same safety features, the same engines. They're all designed to run 200 miles an hour plus on the back straightaway. Everything that you're dealing out here with is completely different, all the way from e-scooters to semi-trucks to transit buses, vehicles pulling trailers, construction vehicles. It's a dog's breakfast in terms of the vehicles that are on the roadway and have different characteristics. So the vehicles that race car drivers are driving are very different than what you're driving. And the safety features in a race car are designed to protect the occupant at a high-speed crash. If you're lucky, your vehicle will protect you at highway speeds of 60 or 70 miles an hour. So probably not much more than that. The reason I bring all of this up is because many race car drivers think that they can teach defensive driving. Years ago, when I was working for Burlington Motor Carriers out of Daleville, Indiana, they used to bring Jeff Gordon onto the phone when we called into dispatch. He would give safety tips about driving a semi-truck. Not to diss Jeff Gordon, he's a talented NASCAR driver. He didn't know the first thing about defensive driving or driving a semi-truck. And Jeff Gordon giving me tips about driving a semi-truck used to really grate my cheese. Race car drivers, exceptionally skilled at what they do in moving a vehicle as quickly as possible around an oval or around a track, getting across the finish line first, but they can't teach you defensive driving and being a safer, smarter driver. For 5 tips on defensive driving, click over here, watch this video to learn how to be a safer, smarter driver. And remember, pick the best answer, not necessarily the right answer. Have a great day. Bye now. Formula One and other types of racing are a little bit different. Harley drivers, gotta love them. Noisy and think they gotta be first. Race car drivers, there we go.